The Africa Cup of Nations is underway.
No tournament in the world captures vibes like the Afcon. There is so much quality in the tournament. It's Mahrez, Mane, Salah, but let's not forget about the hilarious moments.
Look, somebody come look at this.
There's backboards falling during interviews. How about when a player headbutts somebody while faking injury? The biggest broadcasters in the country are covering it this year. Not even one pundit?
I think it's an insult to the players, it's an insult to the fans, and it's an insult to the continent.
But kicking up the fuss, calling for a cancellation of the tournament.
I didn't mean it like that.
Why is this tournament constantly getting so much flack?
Afcon, the African Cup of Nations, the tournament of pride and glory, founded in 1957 between four nations: Egypt, Sudan, South Africa, and Ethiopia. Egypt were the first ever winners of the tournament in a three-team competition. Notice I said three. That's because South Africa were actually disqualified by the federation for insisting on playing only white players.
No to apartheid.
Egypt are record holders of the tournament with 7 titles to their name. However, one of them was not even under the name Egypt.
The flags of Egypt and Syria fly side by side in Cairo as the two Arab nations merge. A new state called United Arab Republic.
Now, they say that there was no Syrian players playing for them, so that's why they were awarded the trophy. But I'm gonna need VAR check on that one. Because if Ghana and Nigeria were allowed to link up and create United West Africa, I'm sure they would clean up the tournament. But let me give Egypt their credit. They are the only team to do the three-peat of the tournament. This tournament has been filled with so many great players over the years. Didier Drogba, Yaya Toure, George Weah, Roger Miller. So why is the tournament so disrespected? There's about 40 Premier League players at the Afcon. That's 7% of the Premier League. There's 58 Ligue 1 players at the Afcon. That's about 10% of the French division. There is so much quality in the tournament. There's Mahrez, Mane, Salah, Haller, Mendy. I mean, the list goes on. But let's not forget about the hilarious moments. How about when a player headbutts somebody on the floor while faking injury? Or how about when an injured player is calling for the stretcher, the ambulance comes and crashes into him? Burkina Faso set up in a 2-4-4 versus Cameroon. It was vibes. No tournament in the world captures vibes like the Afcon. The biggest broadcasters in the country are covering it this year. The tournament started on the 9th of January, and I was looking forward to it. They announced we got all 52 games. I thought I was going to see Drogba in there. I thought I was going to see Yaya in there. But then kickoff starts at 4 p.m. Coverage starts at 3:55. 5 minutes. It's just straight into the game. One commentator holding down the fort like Will Smith in I Am Legend. No. There was outrage on Twitter. Where's the respect? You look at the Euros. Show starts at 1 p.m, kickoff's at 2. You got Joe Cole in the booth, you got Gary Lineker, Rio Ferdinand, Ian Wright. But the Afcon, not even one pundit? I mean, the disrespect has even gone as far as journalists asking Sebastian Haller if he will honour his call up to Ivory Coast. Would a journalist ever ask Phil Foden if he's going to honour his call up for England? Yes, I get it. Liverpool fans don't want to lose Mane. They don't want to lose Salah. They don't want to lose Keita in the middle of the season while they're trying to win the Premier League. But kicking up the fuss, calling for a cancellation of the tournament, calling for it to be moved into the summer. You wouldn't need drinks breaks in an African summer tournament. You wouldn't need pure water either. You're going to need holy water. Is it worth disrespecting African fans, African nations, and potentially the African players that actually are employed by your football club? There's even been the unfortunate call of racism. And that's not just a view shared by African fans. That's also a view shared by Uncle Ian Wright.
The coverage is completely tinged racism. We played our Euros across 10 countries in the middle of a pandemic. Why is this tournament constantly getting so much flack?
But there's two sides to every story. Should African federations shoulder some of the blame? Look at the case of Nigeria. Emmanuel Dennis, Odion Igalo, two players that should be at the Afcon right now with Nigeria. Not say right now, because what if we're knocked out by then? Yeah. But look at the case of Nigeria. Odion Igalo, Emmanuel Dennis, two strikers that should have been at the tournament with Nigeria. Emmanuel Dennis is currently having the season of his life with Watford. Watford have said Nigeria sent their form late. And Al Shabaab have also said that Nigeria have sent their form late for Odion Igalo. Yes, we can look around and say it's everyone else's fault. But also African federations need to look within and see if they are doing enough for this tournament to get the respect it deserves.
Look, somebody come look at this.
I mean, there's backboards falling during interviews. The official tournament Twitter account tweeted for the man of the match before kickoff. The referee blew for full time in the 85th minute. Then he continued the game, sent someone off for no reason, then blew the whistle again in the 89th minute. The biggest joke of them all, the official YouTube account, which streams the games to the rest of the world, got removed for copyright reasons. I mean, even Johnny from down the road can stream an AJ fight on Facebook without it getting taken down. Madness. But there's a few potential solutions to make the Afcon gain the respect that it does deserve. How about making it a 4-year tournament, like the Euros, like the World Cup, like what the Copa America used to be? I mean, Copa America used to be very respected until they started moving it to a yearly thing. That will build appetite. That will build anticipation. It will also reduce complaints from clubs. You know your player's only gonna leave once every 4 years, not every 2 years. We don't want a situation where African players are not being signed because clubs are scared that, you know, their player's just gonna leave in the middle of the season every 2 years. So get it to 4 years. And I mean, maybe, just maybe, that extra 2 years will give Sky Sports some time to get some extra pundits. I mean, shout out to Yannick Balassi, because